Episode 52, The Reunion, Part 2. Holding a glass of champagne, Edward walked up to Mary and showed his best smile.
Mary, right?
Seeing Edward's handsome face, Mary raised an eyebrow and looked at Eva provocatively. Next to Eva, a guy was handing her a piece of cake. Not noticing that, Eva bumped into the cake and bristled.
What's wrong with you? Watch where you go!
The guy paused and immediately tried to wipe the cake off of her.
Like a crazy woman,
Mary said sarcastically, taking the glass of champagne in Edward's hand. Edward shook his head as well.
She's always like this.
I heard that you two had a thing. It's not that nice to speak this way about your ex.
That was a while back. Now with a prettier lady in front of me, it is very easy for me to choose.
Looking at the handsome face of Edward, Eva became even more pissed as her fists doubled up.
Damn Mary, what a slut!
Trying to steal her man? Squeezing the glass in her hand, Eva caught a glimpse of a tall and slim figure. The man was wearing a navy suit, clearly handmade in Italy. Eva was immediately blown away. The man was wearing a pair of rimless glasses and had a harmless smile on his face. He was chatting with another guy, while the girls around him all looked at him in admiration. This is Henry. When had he done so well for himself? Eva glanced at Mary and was reminded of their romance. Since you're stealing my men, then I will steal yours. With her sweetest and most charming smile, Eva swayed towards Henry. Many men were staring at her, and she also caught Henry's attention.
Henry, it's been a while.
Seeing Eva, Henry still had the same smile.
Is that right? I see you quite often on web. Now that you're a celebrity, how about a signature for me?
Eva heard that and could no longer maintain her smile. The fact that her high school abortion was exposed on the internet was no secret. Many of her high school friends knew about it. That was why many men were trying to ask her out, since they had found out that she was quite easy. However, Henry was the first to spell it out. Seeing that she looked uncomfortable, Henry blinked and asked with concern,
Are you not feeling well? You look quite pale.
Exactly. You need to go to the hospital if you don't feel well, said a girl.
Is it complications from your abortion?
People started to laugh and looked at Eva differently. Eva could no longer keep calm. As she was shaking, the laughter suddenly stopped. Henry's smiley eyes also looked to the door of the ballroom. Mary, who had been watching Henry, clearly saw admiration in his eyes. Henry was quite a nerd, and Mary had never seen him interested in something like this. Mary followed his gaze and suddenly felt suffocated. It was her. The person everyone was looking at was wearing an expensive navy gown. Made of silk, the dress had an asymmetrical design. The fabric had a gradient effect and faded into white on the bottom. Layers of silk showed off her figure perfectly. Wearing a sapphire and diamond necklace, she looked both elegant and youthful. Her makeup was quite light, and her hair was in a chic updo. Even though Mary was a woman, she was attracted to this girl. How beautiful! Her features might not be perfect, but her elegance was undeniable. The room was quiet for a few seconds, and then people started to discuss.
Who is she? She looks so familiar. Is she our classmate?
I don't think so. Do we know someone like this? What brand is she wearing? I can't tell. Of course no one could tell, because Serena was wearing the latest design of a designer from Milan, and her necklace was custom made by Tiffany. Eva wished to have any item that Serena was wearing. How come a bitch like Serena suddenly had everything? The world was so unfair. Eva clearly had jealousy in her eyes. Glancing at the man next to her, she suddenly had an idea. It was Henry.
"You came so late. I thought you were not going to come,"
Henry said jokingly, walking towards Serena. Eva was dazed. The man who did not deign to talk to any girls suddenly walked to Serena? Not only Eva, but also the other girls who had failed to flirt with Henry were surprised by his approaching Serena. Mary, on the other hand, suddenly drank all the wine in her glass. Seeing Serena from afar, Henry was clearly stunned. He said exaggeratedly,
"Wow, you're so pretty! You're not a woman, but a goddess!"
Serena giggled, making the guys around her even more intrigued. She looked like she walked directly out of a magazine, with incredible glamour.
"Is this Serena?"
Someone suddenly spoke. Hearing that, those people who were trying to search their memories were suddenly enlightened. Oh my God, this is Serena? Such a huge change! Eva gritted her teeth as jealousy burned in her heart. She smiled coldly and said, "Successful plastic surgery? Where did you do it?"